Hey guys, Rodney here. I'm the founder and host of Boozy Brunch and Tea podcast. And tonight I just wanted to give you guys a little insight on how the podcast will work, just how everything will flow every week for you. So we are millennials. We are ranging from the ages of 28 through 35. Some of us are recently newlyweds. Some of us are single, and some of us are even parents. Which I guess you can say we are all in different places in our life, but that's what makes this podcast so unique. I would definitely promise you will never get the same cookie cutter content every week. Not with this group, I promise you. So every Monday, we are bringing you a fresh episode to help you kick off your week. Our topics will range from current events, things that are going on in our personal lives, careers, lives as newlyweds, ghetto dating. Yes, that is a real thing, my friend, and a very good topic, and we're going to get into that. Whatever pops in our mind, we're just going to go with it, and we're going to record it. It's going to be fun, I promise you. And I know some of you are probably wondering, how do we come up with the name Boozy Brunch and Tea? Well, these conversations that you're going to be hearing, conversations that are fresh and new, we used to have these conversations every Sunday over brunch. With mimosa, of course, or a man-mosa for Tyler, because, that's what he wants. But we all moved. I guess you can say life took us in different directions, but all for greatness, definitely for greatness. I'm in D.C. right now. Kaylee is in Boston. Javi and Ashley are in Atlanta. And Tyler and Tay are in Tampa. So I guess you could say one day I really started to miss the conversations. I miss the shade, the tea, the laughter, the advice, the career advice. I missed it all. I guess you could say I miss my friends, huh? So I thought, why not just do it over a podcast? It would be fun. We can kind of let the world in, give our perspective. Learn from other podcasters and learn from you guys. So yeah, that's how you got Boozy Brunch and Tea podcast. Next up on this introduction podcast, I'm going to be interviewing the co-hosts, and then after that, they're going to interview me. These interviews are just to kind of give you, again, a little more insight about who we are. Some of the questions are serious. Some of the questions are funny. But what I didn't want to do was, on our very first episode, take up a whole episode to do this and introduce ourselves. So now you get it in like 15 minutes. And then the first episode, we get to it. All right. But before we get to them, I really want to say I hope you guys enjoy the content. Feel free to message us anytime with any questions, any topics, or just to say, hey, we're here. You can find us at boozybrunchofteapodcast.com. You can also find us on Twitter, IG, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and iHeart. Yeah, that's a mouthful. So we're everywhere. There's no way you're going to miss us. So please share this with your friends and give us feedback. Let us know how we're doing. All right, so let's go meet our co-host. First question for you is, what is your definition of a friend?
My definition of a friend is somebody that I can rely on for pretty much anything. If I'm having a hard day, I can call them. If I'm broken down in the side of the road, I can call them. I can confide in them. They're family.
I wouldn't really want to define a friend, because you put that friend in a box. But in my opinion, somebody who I can talk to, somebody who I can disagree with and still be cool with. I think that's my main qualification as a friend. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Somebody I kick it with. We have things in common, but we also have differences, and then we can also just agree to disagree and still be cool.
Somebody I can confide in. A friend that will tell me when I'm wrong, even if I think I'm right, or if I am wrong and I know I'm wrong. a friend that'll call me out. Um, Somebody I can, that I have a good vibe with.
My next question is, what inspires you to get up every day?
I feel like, can myself inspire me? Like to do better for myself?
Absolutely.
Like I
Why
feel
not?
like
There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong
yeah.
answer.
Yeah, like I don't know, I would say myself. Like I want to be better every day for myself and for my husband. So I would say myself.
Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shit. Paying his light bill.
Yes. No, it's not even just the paying the bill. We know we have to do that. But what drives you, or who drives you to get up every day? Because we don't have to. We could choose not to do nothing, but we choose to get up.
I don't know if I've ever been asked that question. I guess it's a healthy fear of failure. That's what drives me to get up.
I actually was not expecting that answer.
and my feet hit the floor. Like I can't put it on a person because I don't believe you can put that much faith in a person to push you, because people can disappoint. I think for me, it's a healthy dose of failure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, you got to get up because you can't fail today. And even if you do, you still got to get back up the next day.
That's true.
I know it's something like do what you need to do in order to do what you want to do. That's something that I live by. So if I know,
even if it ain't that, that's still good.
Yeah, I live by that because I know what I want out of life, or the things I like to do, the things I desire. And if I don't get out of bed to do what I need to do, I can't do what I want to do. So that's what inspires me.
Awesome. Next question is, and this is a good one, and take your time and think about this, and whatever time it takes. But what advice would you tell your 18-year-old self today?
I actually have an answer.
Okay, let's hear it. I want to hear
this. Friend, let me tell you the bullcrap I've been through. When I was young, I was the oldest. I am the oldest of my siblings. And so I went to college. I didn't have anyone to really ask for advice, family-wise. Mm-hmm. And something that I am 100% telling my current, my sister that she's 18, my brother's about to turn 18, is try your best not to rack up those credit cards. Don't rack up those credit cards.
Okay, so yours is spending. Okay. Ashley, again, the only answer in that category. But yes, yeah. I love it. Keep going.
Try your best. I know, we all have our own expenses we have to come up with every month. I know family members, I know my parents weren't able to help me out when I was younger, college-wise. But racking up those credit cards will, for sure, in the long run, they're still going to be there, even though if you're about to turn 30, you're in your mid-20s and whatever. They're going to be there if you're out of nowhere just applying for credit cards, getting accepted. And then, those credit card companies are the ones that they see you paying that over, you're paying over your monthly payment, and what they're going to do, they're going to increase that balance. And what are you going to do as an 18-year-old that don't know anything about life? You're just going to keep swiping, and in the long run, you're gonna regret that.
I feel like there's a few things. Like, there's not just like one thing. I feel like there's a few things that I would tell my 18-year-old self. Like, one of them being, like, don't be so hard on yourself. I feel like at that age, like, there's like so much pressure. Like, when I was 18, I was just getting out of high school, and it's like, what do I do with the rest of my life? Like, do I go to college? Do I sit back and kind of take a breather, you know? And it's just like, there's so much pressure. So I think one thing I would say is to just like relax, take a breather, you know, and don't have all that pressure on you. And I guess for me, I moved out when I was 18, you know, like I left the house. I wanted to be gone. I was free, you know. Yeah. So I guess like I would just like kind of going back to the first thing I would have told myself is slow down in life, you know? Like I feel like when you're at that age, it's just like everything is so rushed and like you just want to be grown, you know? You want to grow up and you just want to live life. Yeah.
And you know what? My grandmother and my mom used to always say that don't grow up too fast. We don't realize.
Yeah. When you're 18, you're like, I have the rest of my life to live. So I think those are a few things I would tell myself. Slow down, enjoy life while it's in front of you. Don't just kind of be ready for the next steps. Like, just slow down, relax, and everything's going to be okay.
Absolutely. I love that.
Focus. I would just tell myself, my 18-year-old self, to focus and take things a little bit more serious. All things. But still have fun. I think I got a little bit too lax.
I think we all did. I think sometimes, even myself, I think that even though, you know, everybody's college situation is different, and this is kind of taking over your question and leading into, but it might be a good podcast episode in the future to all of us go over these questions together because it really means something. And I think sometimes we do kind of cause certain things. Like you said, I didn't focus a lot of times. I would rather go out and party than being here studying and actually making sure I graduated in this amount of time. So definitely would say, yeah, focus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was at. Like, just focus, man. Focus, take things a little bit more serious, still have fun. And just live life. And really have a plan. Like, I had a plan, but I didn't stick to the plan. It was a lot of jumping around and just not being serious. I could be a whole lot further in my life right now. However, I wouldn't have the life I have if I was just all the way, you know what I'm saying, on that drive. Like, what would I have missed? You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to live that way. So that's all I would tell myself.
Because you're grateful for the things that you have now, of course.
But I was recently thinking about, I think yesterday, I was thinking about how like 3 years ago, I didn't see myself here where I am today. And then prior to that, my 18-year-old self, I had a list of goals that I made when I was in 12th grade, where I wanted to be by the age 24. Though I didn't reach every last one until 24, I have reached them except for my career area. Like, I wanted to be a nurse, but that changed. So either way, I'm still helping people. But what I would tell my 18-year-old self, that was the question, right?
Mm-hmm. Today,
what I would tell my 18-year-old self is that things don't always go the way you plan them.
Absolutely. Great advice. You just start.
Yeah, I would tell myself back when I was in college to be more focused. Have fun, enjoy yourself, but be focused. Because
your TY answer is almost the same. You sure he wasn't listening? You weren't listening?
I was in the restroom. But from what the way I was raised, my parents used to always say, try to stay on the straight path. I mean, if you're off to the right, you know, you're heading in the wrong direction. You go to the left, you're in the wrong direction. You're going to always veer off, whether you can help it or not, because nobody is perfect. But as long as you get back on that straight and narrow path, things will go well. So another thing I would tell myself is if you fall down, get back up, keep going, set goals. If you don't meet the goal, maybe you need to say, hey, to myself, hey, is this the route I should be taking? You know, maybe that's not meant for you, but continue to set goals and reach them one by one. That's what I would tell my 18-year-old self. Never give up. Never give up.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
In the world, not the United States.
It could be the United States. In the world, in the United States. I mean, it's kind of hard to say the world now that I think about it because, well, if you really haven't been, and like I know I haven't been out of the United States. So right now, if I had to choose, I'm not going to say Zimbabwe because I've never been there.
If I had to choose anywhere in the world, I would say somewhere tropical.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely like tropics. Tampa.
Good question. A not so inhabited island.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe the Virgin Islands. Maybe St. Thomas. Maybe St. Croix.
I've been there. I've been to St. Croix. I think you might get bored.
Where I could be, self-sufficient. Like I can have a little piece of land close to the water where I can grow my own fruit and whatever, and just walk outside my little hut and grab something and eat something. You know what I'm saying? And just have a good time. Like not really. And not just, don't worry, be happy type lifestyle. I would have loved to live somewhere like that.
I feel like that's a tricky question because I wanted to live in Boston and I just moved here. Mm-hmm. So like...
Okay. Kate said that too.
Yeah. But I guess another place that I would love to live, like outside of the U.S., would be like Switzerland or like Norway. I think it's so beautiful over there. I don't know. I've been like seeing so many posts on like Instagram and stuff of like the seasons over there. And it just looks so beautiful. I don't know.
You are a seasoned girl.
I love the scenery.
And so now that you live in Boston and it's going to kick your ass.
Bitch.
You are.
I've been real cold already. I'm freezing. I never seen snow in my life.
I woke up at 40.
And I'm freezing.
And I'm actually excited for you to see that. But today it was kind of nerve-wracking a little bit because I'm like, it's still October. And it was 46 this morning when I woke up in my house. I was like,
I know. It's been freezing all week.
Atlanta 46 comes in like in December, not in October.
Florida 46 comes maybe never. I won't be.
Right.
To me, it would most definitely be somewhere in the countryside of Italy. I don't know. Once again, I was thinking of this before you even mentioned Kaylee. With her Instagrams. I've always seen those pictures of Italy and the countryside being by the shore, and just seeing that calm, relaxing city, even though it isn't really big, because you'll get to know me, but I don't like the countryside here in the U.S. But I feel like being in a different country, it would be different.
What is the countryside you saying in the U.S.? Is that just like, is that Alabama only?
Oh yeah, that's definitely Alabama. Alabama.
I mean, Georgia has nice country, but I mean, I feel like Alabama, honestly, is all fucking country if you ask me, truthfully.
Yeah.
So you might have the best. Okay. You might have the best.
Yeah, countryside for me, and also it's other things that I do not want to get into this topic just yet, but The good old 256 is all about old style Southern. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, it's a different point of view.
So to sum up your question, you will live in the country of Italy.
Countryside of Italy.
Got it. Okay. Next question is spell onomatopoeia.
Oh, fuck you. No.
Spell it, friend.
Hell no, I'm not even gonna try. What the hell?
No. Yeah. ENOMONAPIEA.
Somebody call, and the hell no, that ain't how you spell it. No.
That is how you spell it. You don't even know.
O-N-O.
That's what I said. I said O-N-O.
O-N-O-N-A-T-O-P-E-I-A.
N-A-T-O-P-E-A. Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Okay.
Huh? Why you had to say it so Why you had to say it so fast?
Why? Because if I don't say it fast, you're going to try to pick
You
up on
said
every fucking letter that I say.
Every syllable. Onomatopoeia.
Every syllable that yes. Okay.
O-N-M-O-N-O-M-N-P-I-A.
Now you know you heard more damn letters in that damn word. Are you going to go with
O-N-O-M-O-P-I-A. Onomatopoeia.
Woo, child. O-N-O-N-A-T-O-P-E-I-A.
I didn't hear all those. Those must have been silent. I didn't hear.
Well, I did. I said it rarely fast, so you wouldn't catch up on every one.
They were definitely silent. Yeah.
This is gonna be just terrible. Okay, I'm gonna say O. Anna. O-N-A. M-O-N-A-P-E-A. P-I-A.
All right, one more. Spell Mississippi.
M-I, crooked letter, I. Crooked letter, I. Humpback, I.
Hey, I was hoping you were going to spell it that way, because I know everybody else, I can't say their name, because if I did, they'd be mad. They ain't going to spell it y'all way. But I know you and Tay going to spell it this way. Let's say that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, respect.
M-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I. I just did that to somebody recently at work.
Listen, I told T.Y., so he spelled it the same way you spelled it.
That's how you spell
and I
it.
knew if anybody, I said, it's going to be you and Tay on the podcast who going to spell it that way. And I was waiting for it. That's why I threw it in there. I said, everybody else, no offense. Maybe Ashley. Maybe. But Pepper Hush. But I knew you and T.Y. definitely going to do that crooked letter, I. I was like, yep, that's them. Okay.
M-I-S-S-I. M-I-S-S-I. S-S-I-P-P-I.
Yay! Go, friend. You got it.
Shit. M-I-S-S-I-P-P-I miss. Oh shit. M-I-S.
You can't write it down. That's cheating.
I'm not even writing down. I have to write it down on myself, or whatever. That's how I learned, by the way. M-I-S-S-I-P-P-I-I. No, there's an A. M-I-S-S-I-A-P-P-I-I. I don't know.
Friend, ooh, child. It's M-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, P-P-I.
What the fuck is a crooked letter?
Crooked letter is the S. That's how we learned it in the country schools. Trust me. Ashley, and so it's so funny. I knew who when T.Y. spelled, I said, I knew you would. I said, I expect you and Tay to do it this way because that's how we were brought up. I said, well, there's some people, I'm not going to say on their podcast, but they ain't going to spell it this way and they ain't going to get it. Kaylee? Oh, bitch, I don't think she got it either. And you damn sure didn't come close, but it's Mississippi. You skipping a set of S's. Okay, and last question. Where can listeners find you if they want to reach out, chat, get some recipes? He got some banging ass seasonings, or just get advice from TY. Where can they find you?
Look, y'all can reach me on Facebook, TY Fisher. Don't slide into my DMs with that bullshit. I'm a married man. I'll fuck you up and delete your ass. You can find me on Twitter at TY36. That's TEEWHY36 on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me, shoot me a message. We can chop it up, man. Whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? I can try to look out for you, try to accommodate. But you better come correct. You better come correct. Your ass is grass.
Listeners can find me at what's my name? At the Tavia Show on Instagram. Facebook is Shantavia Phillips Fisher. Snapchat is Melanin Queen 27 _ 27. 28. Melanin Queen _ 28. And Twitter. It's just at Shantavia Phillips. That's where you can find me.
Listeners can find me on Instagram at Kaylee Pena, KALEYPENA, and I'm also on Facebook, Kaylee Pena, same handle. Those are the only social media platforms I have.
Hey friends, I just wanted to say thank you for watching our introductory episodes and taking the time out to meet the co-host and myself. We are shooting our first episode on October 31st. Happy Halloween. And with hopes of having it uploaded on November 1st, so you guys can kick off November 1st with the first podcast of Boozy Brunch and Tea. So if anything changes, you can find us on Instagram or Twitter, or you can go to our website, boozybrunchandtea.com. But besides that, thank you for spending this short amount of time with us, and I can't wait to hear from you guys. Have a good one.